Hey guys, Jordan here, and today I'm going to teach you how to play More Than a Feeling by Boston on guitar. Alright, so if you don't know it already, More Than a Feeling is the song that goes like this. It's played on the Powerball commercials a lot. So, it is played by going to a D position, so like this, but then you put your pinky down there instead of having it open like that. With the second fret E string, you have it on the third. And then you pluck it with your pick. So the picking pattern, you go like this on the D string, then B, then G, the E string, then back to the D, like that. So you get D, B, G, E, D. Now for this part, you pluck the E string, but at the same time you lift up your pinky. So you just have the D pattern. You would see this. And you get this. Now for that, you just lift up your index finger so you can pluck an open G string. It's D, B, G, E, D, E on the second fret instead of third, then B still on the third fret, and then open G. And it goes into that part. After that, you want to keep these two fingers anchored there, and you go like this. Right? You start those two fingers anchored, your pinky and ring finger on the E and B strings third fret. Then you bring your middle finger to the A string third fret, and you pluck A, G, B. Now for the next part, you go back like that, and you put your index finger on the second fret A string, and do that same picking A, G, B. So now you go third fret low E string, then you go to the B string. So you get. Now in this next part you go, and then you do this. And then it goes into the chorus. Now for that, you start off with that D shape, then you get into this. Keep these, keep your ring finger on the third fret, and your middle finger third fret of the A string. And for that, you pick the A, G, B, G, E, B, G, B. So this. Now when you switch this to the second fret A string, you get this. So for that, when you go like this, you still have it like that. So it's the second and third fret of the A and B string. And you go just like the other one started. A, G, B, G. But then you put your pinky down on the third fret of the E string. And then you play B, G, G, and then open B. So you get. Sorry. Now you go into an A minor shape, and you do this. for that, you start off picking like this, right? In the A minor shape, you pick the A, D, B, G. And then you, after that, you go like this and leave your middle finger where it is and take off the other two and put your ring finger up here on the 3rd fret of the low E string. And the only thing you change about that picking is you pick the low E string instead of the A. So you get, now you go to a D shape, just a normal D, and you pick the D string, G string, E string, B string. And then you strum down 3 times. 4 times. So that last part right here. And then you go into the chorus, which is all power chords. Alright, for that, start off with a G power chord. So you put your index finger, 3rd fret, low E string, and then your ring finger and pinky on the 5th fret of the A and D strings. And you play those top 3 strings. And you go 1, 2. And you slide that whole shape up so your index is on the 8th fret and your pinky and ring are on the 10th fret. Then you move that shape down a string each and over one. So then this next chord, you go down, chunk, chunk, like down, up, chunk. And then you go down, down after that chunk. And then you chunk again after the down, down. And you switch down, you move this whole shape down 2 frets. You go down, down, and slide it down 2 frets again, and down again. And where it changes is when it says, "When I see Marianne walking away." So you go like this again, like you did in the beginning. And then instead of going into this part, you just go. Now that is the same shape as when you have it on those strings, except you play it down a fret from that first chord. So it's 6th fret A string and 8th fret of the G and D strings. And you just let it ring out. So you get. And you go into the next part of chords. Alright, so for that part, I'm going to play an E minor 7th. Like this. So you play an E minor shape, which is the 2nd fret A and D string, and you add in the 3rd fret on the B string. You go down, up. Then you move these two fingers down, so you get an A suspended fourth. It's an A suspended fourth, then an A suspended second, then A again. Like that. So you get. And then you go into a G. Except instead of playing it like this, with just the E string on the 3rd fret, you play both the E and B string on the 3rd fret. So that part you get right here. Go to the G, down, up, and you go G, D over F sharp, E minor 7th, and D. So for the G, you get this, 2nd fret A string, 3rd fret low E string, 3rd fret B and E strings. Then you play the G again, then a D over F sharp, so you get the D shape, which is 2nd fret for the G and E string, 3rd fret for the B, and also 2nd fret on the low E string. And then you go to the E minor 7th, and then a D chord. And then it goes back into. You go through it, and through these chords again. And then after you do that, you wait a few measures, and then you go into the solo. Oh, sorry. Okay, for that, you start off on the pickups, which is on the G string, 6, 7, 9. Then you go to the 7th fret of the B string. Then 7, 8, 7. But then when you come back to the 7, you go 7, hammer on 8s, pull off 7. You go 9th fret of the G string, 7th fret of the G string, bend up the 8th fret full step so it sounds like the 10th fret. You go 7th fret of the G string, then 8th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the B string, and then 5th fret, hammer on 7th, pull off to 5th, still on the B string, then G string 7th fret. So this is what you get so far. And you go to this B string, 12th fret, then pull off, and then hammer on again, 12, 10, 12. Well, actually 12, then 10, hammer on, pull off to the 12th, and then back to that. That. So 12, 10, 12, 10, then G string 12, 11. Then you go back to the 12th fret. You bend it up so that it sounds like the 14th fret. Up and down. Then 11th fret. Then 9th fret, still in the G string. Then D string, 11th fret. Then 8th fret of the B string. Then the next part, you go 7, then 7, 8, 7, 8, 7.